Just a friendly PSA that this video is kindly sponsored by Zyro.
Hey everyone, how's it going? So today's video is sort of going to be like a reading vlog-ish type of video where I'm going to be attempting to read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book is probably, if not the most, hype booked of all time. I heard everybody talking nonstop about this book. I feel like this is the most hyped book out there on BookTube. The reason why I'm picking this book up now is because, if you guys didn't know already, I'm actually co-hosting a book club with two other wonderful people, and we picked this book to read as our September book pick. Pretty excited for that, and the live show actually will be held on Noelle's channel. The live show will also be saved after the fact, so that if you can't make it, you guys can always go back and watch it. If you guys, haven't heard any of the details or anything like that, I'll leave a link to somewhere on the screen where you can watch that video where I explain the logistics and the in and outs of that book club in particular. I literally know nothing about this book considering how much people have been talking about it and the hype surrounding it. I understand how people just don't like the word hype in general because, every book is hyped to a certain degree, but this book owns that word because literally everybody freaking loves this book. I have yet to see a negative review, like anywhere, actually. I think all of my friends have loved this book. All I know, it's about a starlet and she's being interviewed by a journalist about her past life involving 7 husbands, I believe. And I read somewhere, I don't know if this is true or not, the main character is queer. She's bisexual. So I'm really excited, actually, to read this now because of that. This sort of will be a really short reading vlog because most of my thoughts and opinions will be for the live show. But, I just want to document my journey reading this book. So with that being said, here we go.
Tewster Audio presents The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, a novel by Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Hello everyone, just a quick update. So after a little walk in the park, I'm listening to the audiobook as well as reading the physical book, and the audiobook is chef's kiss. Thank you to everyone who's recommended there's people. So anyways, thank you to everyone who recommended to listen to the audiobook because the audiobook, fantastic. I'm listening to it on 2 times speed and perfection. Honestly, I wish there was maybe like a 3 or a 4 because at the pace I'm reading with the physical book, I am surpassing the 2x speed. I just found out that I'm actually a conventionally fast reader. I'm like a chapter or 2 ahead of the actual audiobook, and that's on 2x speed. I've reached a certain pivotal point in the book, and I can confirm that this book is gay, and I am living for it. So currently, it's now 7 p.m., and I just got a healthy dose of boba. Currently, I'm on chapter... Well, to be honest, there are no chapter headings in this book. I'm on page 125. Roughly a third of the way of the book. The walk today was so nice and very windy, and I loved it. while listening to the audiobook, stretched out my legs. There was literally nobody there, so it was perfect. So far, it hasn't wowed me, to the extent of the wowness factor that everyone has for this book yet. It hasn't hit me yet, the wonderful wow factor that it has for other people. But I get that I'm probably not there yet. So far, I'm actually really, really liking it. It's off to a great start, really strong point. I'm really liking all the characters, the mysterious facade and life of Evelyn Hugo. So yeah, with that being said, I will update you guys later.
Before we continue, I want to talk about Zyro. Zyro is one of the easiest website builders I've ever used. It's a great way to build your own professional or personal website for any occasion that includes portfolios, online stores, blogs, resumes. One of the best perks about this website is you don't have to be a designer or coder to know how to use Zyro. Their drag and drop features are really easy to use. There are thousands of templates you guys can choose from, and the best aspect of it all is that it's super affordable. If you guys use my link down in the description box below with my code ellias, you can get 30% off of any plan of your choosing. I don't know if most of you guys are aware, but I am a graphic design major in college, and we had to basically build a website or portfolio for one of our projects. If I had known how easy it was to navigate and use, Zyro would have been my first choice to create a portfolio. So I went ahead and created a photography website for myself. As you can see, I created 3 separate pages following a template guide, but there are so many more that you guys can choose from. And this is the final result. So if you guys are looking to start up a reading blog, a portfolio website, even a resume, I would highly recommend that you guys go ahead and check out Zyro. Once again, if you guys use the link down below with my code ellias, you can get 30% off of any plans of your choosing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go straight back into the reading vlog.
Hey everyone, just a quick update. I've listened to the majority of the book on audio, but now I think I have this much left. But I think I will finish and read the rest of the actual book because I feel like it's a little bit more impactful for me. Other than that, so far it's fantastic. It's so good. I fully understand the hype, the love that people have for this book now. It's up there. The story has progressed to a certain point where I'm afraid something bad is gonna happen, and I'm really nervous for it. I haven't cried or anything, but on another note, I went to Target and I was listening to the audiobook while walking around, and I stumbled upon this game that was sold at $25, but it was 70% off, $7.50. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but it's a choose your own adventure game, and it's called War with the Evil Power Master. It's super cheesy, super campy. It's actually based on a series of books where you get to choose your own adventure in said book, and they just made it into a game. You can play through it multiple times with different outcomes and different endings, and the best part is you can go through this game solo. You can have up to 1 to 4 players, I believe. This sounds like a perfect adventure for me. I'd never heard of this game before. I don't even think I've ever heard of the books, but this sounds super fun, and I'm really excited to test and try it out. Let me know if you guys have ever played or read the books or the games. I'd be interested. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I'll finish this book by today. Here we go, late night reading, living up to the actual motto of the book club, getting ready for all the feels, so we'll see. Okay, so throughout this whole book, I had this theory as to why this journalist was picked to interview this grand famed actress. And I have this theory in my mind. I won't say it, because of spoilers. But we'll see if I'm right. We'll see if it comes into fruition. I'm not sure yet. I'm very close to the end. I think I have exactly 100 pages left. So, we'll see. Things are getting a little older, a little wiser now. Getting Evelyn in her older years. So, we'll see. I am disappointed. Listen. Men are trash. I don't want to spoil anything, but fuck. It's fuck every man in this book, except the gay one. Man, I feel bad for Evelyn. She has gone through so much. Men are... Anyways, that's just a little tidbit I just wanted to share with you guys. Now I finally get why this book is called The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Gosh. So I just read possibly the best chapter in this whole book. It's very emotional, but the waterworks are held at bay. It was still impactful, but the waterworks are held at bay. Happy tears, though, mind you. It's nothing sad yet, but best chapter of the whole book that I just read. And it was finally glorious. So I have actually around 30 more pages left. Let's do this. So my theory about why Evelyn called this random journalist to interview her for that theory, blown away. I was nowhere close, nowhere near the answer that I just came across just now. Wow, these last 30 pages or so have been really sad, and the tears have been kept at bay. Close, but this twist, I think no one will see coming. Wow. I finished. So, the biggest takeaway from all this right now. So currently it's 1 a.m. in the morning. The biggest takeaway for me was that this book is super gay. I was not expecting the amount of queer aspects in this book. It was so well written. It just blew me out of the water. It was so good. I understand the full hype, the full love that people have for this book now. I'm not sure what my final rating is. I'm still hesitant between a 4 or a full 5 stars. This was a beautiful, breathtaking, heart-wrenching read. It's a beautifully written, told story about what it's like being queer, especially during the golden age of Hollywood, you know? What's it like being, even as a woman, during that time? As someone who was beautifully renowned and powerful, rich, famous, I didn't even know about all that going into this. I thought it was just all about Evelyn's 7 husbands. I was not expecting the queer aspect of her story. That's all I'm gonna say, but I loved it. It was really good. Yeah, not too sure about my final rating, so I guess you'll have to watch the live show for that, or just go on Goodreads. It was perfect and imperfect in the way that made it perfect. I really liked, especially the characters in here, how they're not just black or white. They're human, they make mistakes. Everybody is sort of gray in this gray area, and that's sort of what makes it grounding and relatable in a sense. Finally read it, guys. I finally finished. Now I know her other book, Daisy Jones and the Six, is also really good. I also have that book, so we'll see. I know that this vlog will be posted after the last show because it's just how things are with my life right now. So that's pretty much it. Please let me know down in the comments below what you guys honestly thought of this book. If you guys have read it, if you guys haven't picked it up. If you guys haven't picked it up, it's a definitely highly recommend. Above it all, it's a queer love story, and that's honestly what makes it so beautiful. Like, I didn't even know, and going to that was just the biggest surprise, the biggest perfect surprise for me. That is the whole reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys all soon with